742, welcome back. A big fan here of the Louisiana Children's Museum. I know so many are, and they are partnering with the author of a wonderful children's book titled Alligator Stew. So check it out, we've got it here in-house. The collaboration will raise funds for the museum and kidsmart, two really great organizations doing a lot in our community. We've got book author Jeanette Weiland here, along with museum store manager Danyelle Valency. Thank you both so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Let's first talk about the inspiration for this book.
Sure, yeah. So, when we were all kind of shut down and isolated for COVID, I would take my kids down to Thibodeau, and we visited one particular swamp tour multiple times because the gentleman who ran it was such a character, and they had so many animals just on their homestead, as well as like ones that we would see on the tour.
Sure, yeah.
And so it just hit me. Kids love animals, and then Louisiana, we have such a unique ecosystem in terms of our brackish waters and the animals that we get to experience every day, which is not common amongst the whole country or world for that matter. So I was like, we have to do this.
I love that. Yeah. And you worked on this with your mom.
I did. She's the illustrator. She's a watercolorist in Baton Rouge. My second book was also illustrated by her, but that one came out in October of 2020, Red Beans and Rice.
Okay.
So that one, we couldn't celebrate the way that we did with the first one, Beignets for Breakfast, which we also did at Acorn in partnership with the Louisiana Children's Museum and kidsmart as well. So this is kind of like a revival of the first
you're keeping it like in the family here. I love it. And so, in celebration of this book and really helping out, Acorn, love it, great cafe for both kids and parents. Yes. I've attended many times. Yes. And so talk a little bit about the event that's going to be going on and how this will help both kidsmart and the museum.
So next Wednesday on the 20th, we'll be hosting an event at Acorn, which, as you already know, is the best cafe we have in City Park. We are going to be sharing your book and all of the wonderful animals that we have in the bayou at the Louisiana Children's Museum.
They're invited.
They are invited. All the turtles, we have some baby gators, and we are ultimately just trying to get Louisiana outside and exploring nature again.
Yeah, and we're going to, you graciously and the Louisiana Children's Museum graciously agreed to donate 10% of sales for that event to kidsmart.
Oh, that's amazing.
Another organization that, we're big fans of, and the work that they do. They've touched over 70,000 New Orleans Parish children and helped expand their education, and they've been around for 25 years. Are a fantastic nonprofit in our community.
I love all the partnerships here and the way that it's just giving back to the community. And I know there's going to be some good food there too.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Brennan's. And so, definitely want to get people to come out. And so you mentioned some of those things for kids. This is a great event for family.
This is a great event for families, and just like the museum, all are welcome. All year around, we want to make sure that we service Louisiana as well as the other 200,000 people that we service a year, and just bring our families and children together and celebrating tradition, celebrating early literacy, and trying to get that spark going.
Right, and so it's a free event. So it's from 5 to 7 on Wednesday, the 20th, and we'll have nibbles, and there might be, I don't know, the vegans won't appreciate this. My mother, the illustrator, is vegan, so I want to, honor her, but there might be an alligator item on the menu.
Okay.
A little bit.
Okay.
So
we have options for both.
I like it. I like it. Yeah, but as you mentioned, I mean, it's just so unique. And in this book, we have the two dogs that just go out and explore. And I love that because you're going to get such a fun perspective for, something you can sit down and read with your kids and learn as you go.
Yeah. When I started writing this book, one theme I really wanted to explore was an underlying subtle theme was kindness. And so they just inadvertently, I don't know if it's intentional or not, the readers and the listeners can decide, but they do end up kind of rescuing animals from situations, because there's all sorts of critters that like to exist together, and well, some like to and some don't like to. But
hey, as a mom, I can appreciate getting to learn while also helping to develop very kind, brilliant children. So we're very excited about this. And so it's next Wednesday?
Next Wednesday.
All right.
November 20th.
5 to 7.
Love it. Free event, and if you don't go to the museum anyways, you just want to check it out. It's a great way to do it. So thank you both again for being here and putting this together. Tell Mom we said hi, and thank you as well.
Thanks so much.
And as we mentioned, you can bring your children to the book launch Wednesday. That's 1 week from today. Again, 5 to 7. It is free at the Louisiana Children's Museum, and those proceeds, 10%, we said, are going to help some local organizations here. So, all right.